it's the Pistons to start out. For those teams, Greg, that had head coaching changes, how long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Martin, the pass to Wall. Here's Wood over Irving. Wood can't hit. Now, here's Cunningham. He's covered closely. Here's P-Train. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's Houston's ball. It's a three-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Another three for Detroit. A slow start here for Houston in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's P-Train. No good from outside. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Martin. And Grant sends it back.
Well, he's an incredible athlete. See that, using his vertical and his reach on the defensive end. Outstanding block.
Here's Martin. Blocked again. Over to the wing. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Hands it from downtown.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Confidence is so important at this level, and Wall has it. He takes pride in finding ways to score inside.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Here's Green after the basket by Detroit. And it's Nwaba missing. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Driving to the basket. And foul on the shot.
Nice work to get it inside and from contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. There's some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making.
That's his first personal foul.
Floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Well, playing for 6 teams in 5 years to start his career, Wood has certainly flipped the script. He now shows the ability to dominate over long stretches, much more consistent.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Wood, a screen on Irving. All with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Wall, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's P-Train. Irving for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Detroit leading by 14. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks very much. Stephen Silas had a few minutes before the game. The feeling is that the game has slowed down some for DeAndre Ayton, which means he's making quicker and better decisions. Coach said last year you could cross him up at times, and that helped contain his production. But this year, it's a different story. Ayton's taken those big strides mentally that all great players seem to do. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Fires for three. Three ball falls through. Another from B-Train. B-Train. Got 17 now.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The kick out to Irving. Here's B-Train. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 20 points for B-Train.
And D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Wall. He had 15 points last outing. Green, no luck. To the left side wing. Pass to B-Train. The Pistons working the ball around now. Clock at 6. The dish now to Cunningham. Offline with his 3. Rockets trail by 19. Now Wall. The pass to Nwaba. Takes the 13-footer. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's B-Train. Nwaba defending. Irving for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Points for him.
Man,
Soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shoot. Here.
So for the Pistons, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for 8. Stewart comes in for Grant, and Hayes subbed in for Irving. Now here's Green, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Porter with it, working on Hayes. Pistons leading by 22. Passes it to B-Train. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Pass to B-Train. It's deflected. Here's Stewart. On the pass to B-Train. They double him with Green. Here's Cunningham. Bangs home the trifecta. Cunningham's got 9.
they've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to Hartenstein. Shot to stop the run. It's deflected. Here's B-Train, guarded by Green. Here's B-Train, got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Tries again, falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends.
All right, fans, get on your feet. Make some noise. The Chiefs are coming. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get back for your Pistons dance.
Here's Green. Rebound, Detroit.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's B-Train. Tate covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Stewart with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Porter with the ball for Houston. Here's the screen. It's blocked, and they'll keep it. Possession. Right side, Green passes to Tate. The Rockets again can't hit.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Porter passes to Hartenstein. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Kelly Hayes. First team foul.
Ball's knocked loose, and the Rockets with possession here. Just 3 to shoot. There's Green with the 3. Doesn't go for him. And Detroit the other way now.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Right side Robinson. Stewart in the corner. Pass to B-Train. Back to Robinson. Here's B-Train. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And there's the pass to Robinson. Off the left rim and out.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
The feed to Porter. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Hartenstein shooting foul as the whistle.
That's his first personal foul. Team second. At the line,
and the Pistons making a change here. Hayes checked in, so he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Crosses over, and the call on the shot for Detroit. They have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. 79% of their free throws.
Green with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jacks up a three. Buries it from three-point range.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so it's the...
And the quarter number one with the score.
Big time blowout in progress. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Bay and Grant are the forwards. B-Train out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. There's B-Train following the 3 by Houston. It's good. B-Train's got 28 points for the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, B-Train in the last matchup against the Nets put on a show. He picked up 67 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Houston ball. Substitution for the...
Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions when he's right. He makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Martin, he's checked in for Houston. David Nwaba comes in for Tate.
Well, it takes elevation to finish like Wall here, and that's not a dunk that just anybody can pull off. You got to have some special ability to do that.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. After the miss from Christian Wood. Here's B-Train.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Now, here's Porter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. It's Wall with the drive. Bay pulls it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's B-Train. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
On the wing, Irving. Cuts off the pass. Porter with it. He's picked up by Irving. Here's Nwaba. And just miss after miss right now. And it's Irving with the ball for the Pistons. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the last of 3 straight.
That's why we love you,
And they show no
MK.
signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. Now here's Wall. And he drives in, and Grant sends it back. And now the Pistons fast break. Sweet. Little floater. Cunningham's got 11 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Şengün. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Braun. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And the Rockets with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons. And Wall kicks to Martin. The three-pointer off the mark. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest. That game against Brooklyn. Here's B-Train. Nwaba defending. Floats it up for Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
You know, at the offensive end, I think this is where Grant is. Most effective on plays where he can really leverage his athleticism.
Now here's Wall. They set the screen. In the corner, it's Martin. Just 5 to shoot. And Grant sends it back. Irving with it. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Grant. He can't hit that time. And it's Houston the other way. They defeated Indiana. In their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Now, here is Irving, following the miss by John Wall. On the wing, Irving. He's coming off a 19-point game against Brooklyn.
Flashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Now here's Wall. They set the pick. Takes it inside. Martin against Grant. The Rockets again can't hit. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's Ayton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Wall. Aston Wabba. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook. Get a good shot.
And here's Wall. Driving in, and the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Good on the triple.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now here's Porter. It's blocked.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Irving. Pass to Beatrice. And the shot is good. B-Train's got 45 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Ball passes to Porter. Trying to get something going. A shot off that time. Nice D from B-Train. The kick out to Irving. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Robinson's checked in for DeAndre. Stewart comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Hayes subbed in for Irving. And the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple. Detroit's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's B-Train, guarded by Porter. The shot's good from B-Train.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Out left to the wing. Here's Tate. Another miss by Houston. Pistons shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Inside, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Garuba. Off target from outside. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Going inside, Green with the rebound. To the left wing. Here's B-Train. And good! He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
With the score. Your Pistons, 82. The Rockets, 21.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Houston, the backcourt made up of Wall and Green. Martin is out there with David Nwaba, and it's Wood in at the 5. Down low. And it's Martin missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's B-Train. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Now here's Wall. Wood with the screen for Wall. Here he goes. And Nwaba has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. And, well, Detroit shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Here's B-Train, covered by Wall. Here's B-Train, and yep, another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Irving against Wall. Wood a screen on Irving. Here's Wall, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
DeAndre.
That's an awful call. What did you see
That's
there,
his second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Houston. Wall. Shot. Wall. 2 shots.
Credit to John Wall for evolving his game. I mean, his second year in the league, Wall made just 3 1, 2, 3 three-pointers. But he's worked tirelessly on his shot, becoming pretty reliable and solid from three-point lane.
He is a highlight.
Real unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Good, that's another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be. Stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one. And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skills.
So it's the Pistons now after Jalen Green's miss.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now here's Wall. He has 6. Wood a screen on Irving. Here's Wall. No good again that time. The Pistons have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Lays it up off the glass. 64 points for B-Train.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Now here's Green, driving the lane, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's B-Train, and another one.
And this game has...
Green. That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Pistons.
Tonight, for the Pistons, Olenek is checked in for DeAndre Ayton, and Lyle subbed in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They host the Spurs after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Wood with the screen for Wall. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. The shot's good from B-Train. B-Train's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in. With David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. And it's Green, missing.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Out to the wing. Cunningham passes to B-Train. Olynyk trying to break loose. Another shot. And good! There's another. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Wall looking for an opening. And the layup falls. Wall's got 8 points.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Nwaba. Back to Wall from downtown. The shot comes out. The Pistons go the other way with it. Gets it to go. That one good from B-Train.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
There's the pass to Green. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. He has 6.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Olynyk high post. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Babe.
Detroit calls time. Rockets substitution. Isaiah Hartenstein. Usman Garuba.
Here's B-Train. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the group that Dwayne Casey has on the floor. Hayes and Cunningham, the backcourt pair. Olynyk is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's B-Train in at the 3 spot. Here's B-Train. Pass to Olynyk. To the wing on the left. Here's B-Train, and he dunks it down.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Green finds Porter. Here's Tate. Misses the 3.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. After the missed 3 from B-Train. And it's Green with the jam.
Assistant.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
A deep 3 from Green. It's rebounded by B-Train. B-Train's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And there's the try. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Tate, and he slams it one-handed.
The finish was...
Second personal foul.
High school refs better than
Gee,
you
and the
guys.
pick working
Way
in full
better.
effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it.
And got it! Another basket.
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for second all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep six or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Here's B-Train. It's blocked. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul.
Isaiah Stewart. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Rockets.
On scoring so far for the Pistons.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good crispness.
And again.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night. To the inside. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Detroit got the ball.
Detroit's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Here's B-Train, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Nwaba kicks to Wall. Now back to Nwaba. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
3 points.
Wall's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And, well, Detroit shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. And he drives in.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And there's a whistle that goes on B-Train.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Houston.
Between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
Houston's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had.
His 4th personal foul. At the line for the Rockets.
Somehow, he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile his game is.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Isaiah Stewart. And a switch here also for Houston. Tate, he's checked in for Green. 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. It's stolen by Lyles. So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout.
All right. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on. Get back.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's B-Train. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. To the left side wing. Inside, here's Hartenstein, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
That's serving it up on the platter.
The loudest and the craziest fan. Get free team. Let's see it, fans. How great can you get?
Here's B-Train. Tate covering.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win.
He got it again. Sensational.
I wouldn't believe it.
Time off top. to Houston. Who wants the t-shirt? All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get back for your Christmas dancer. Substitution, Jalen.
Stop firing MP, let it fly!
On up the court. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching.
The Rockets, 78. Folks, we'd like to thank all of you for coming out and supporting your...
Earning each win, led by you, MP.
Johnny boy, you know I love you. It's been too long. What's on your mind?
You know, Kobe once told me that being in the zone was a hard thing to describe other than experiencing an overwhelming feeling of confidence, knowing every shot was going in, even the misses. You were clearly in that zone tonight. Would you say that's an accurate description?
Ah, man, yeah, shouts to Kobe, man. It's gone too soon. But yeah, I say that pretty much sums it up. The zone is like, it's beyond words, you know, and there's only a handful of people in the world who knows what that feels like. So even if I could put it in words, I'm not sure you're understanding. And that's no offense, John.
No, hey, man, none taken. That's great, MP, man, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. All right, let's take some questions. What's up?
Wow, incredible night tonight. You couldn't miss. What does this do for your legacy?
Look, AT, I'm a legend, man, and they can never take this away. Like, no matter how long I've been going, they go look back in the record books and be like, man, that cat could ball. You know, these are the nights you live for. And they be talking about this long after I hung up my sneakers, for sure.
What does it take to score that many in a single night?
Look, man, it ain't easy. A lot of practices, and honestly, it's just stamina. My wrist was getting tired from shooting, and I think that net looked worn out too. I feel like I ran a marathon out there, and I think I shot more free throws tonight than my last 3 games. It was like throwing a no-hitter. Everything just had to be right.
Do you think you can top this performance?
Come on, Andrew. Let me enjoy this for a minute, okay? And I left a few points out there, so I never say never. Okay, we good? Thank you.